Hello, everybody. How are you doing this lovely Thursday? Welcome to Isabella Bank's YouTube channel, where we discuss all things Harry, Meghan, and their level up journey. If you're new here, I'm Wheezy, and it is absolutely fantastic to meet you virtually. How has your week been? Let me say hello to the people who have already arrived. Hello, Elegant Pose. Hello, Kathy, Gabby. Hello, Diana Flanders. How are you keeping? How has your week been? Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up in the comment section. Oh, hello, Lady Rose. Hi, how are you? Hi, Janet Alexander. Hello, Joyce Anderson. Hello, Novi. Hi, how are you? Okay, that's great. Good to see you. Hello, Judy. Hi, how are you? Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Anyway, as per usual, we are back to discussing the latest events in the wacky world of the toxic British media, the British royal family, and how Prince Harry and Meghan are dealing with the obvious sabotage campaign. I think we have gone past the point of calling it a smear campaign, because a smear campaign is only a smear campaign if it is to ruin the reputation of yourself, isn't it? At this point, they're trying to ruin the reputation of the Sussex's business. So I think it's way beyond the smear campaign at this point. Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you, Lady Rose. I called you the other day, but you didn't respond. I hope all is well. Anyway, I'll send you a message after the live. I hope everything is going good. We have a few things to discuss today. It mainly has to do with the royal family's reaction to the news that Meghan is going to be starring in her own cooking show as part of her obligation to Netflix, and the royal family's shenanigans following the soft launch of American Riviera Orchard. So let's start from Meghan's cooking show. This news actually came out last week, but I didn't want to really talk about it just because I heard and I can see actually that the photos that were taken of the property where Meghan is said to be using as the set of her new Netflix cooking show seems to have been taken by a drone, which in itself is kind of like an invasion of privacy, right? So I didn't really want to jump on the bandwagon of that one. And besides, it's kind of promoting or the stalkerish behavior. But since there is an update on the story, uh, since there was an update in the story, let's just go into it a little bit, just so that we can use it as a point to understand the update. Okay, so going further into the story. So they report that Meghan Markle is filming a new Netflix cooking show to share the joys of cooking, gardening, entertaining, and friendship. That's exactly what Meghan said that she would be doing, right? And Daily Mail says they can reveal that Meghan is not going to be using her own Montecito mansion, but instead using the kitchen of philanthropist Thomas and Sherry Cipolla. I believe that's how it's pronounced. And then they showed exclusive photos showing the filming crews and tents lining the driveway of the £5 million property as production began. Big deal. Shouldn't be, except for the fact that they weren't invited to take these photos. So, as per usual, they were breaching the Sussex's privacy. This is what they have repeatedly asked them not to do. And these are the photographs that they have taken, which I believe were taken by a drone. So you can see that they were taking the photos of the overview of the entire property and post it. I don't know what the benefit is of posting the photos of where someone works online is. I don't know anybody else that this is done to, but apparently everything is hunky dory as long as it is being done to Meghan. Because this could be an invitation to all the hateful people with violent intentions to come onto this property to do what they've not been asked to do. Hello, Marcia. Welcome back. How was the cruise? Do you have any pictures you can share? I did wonder where you were. So they are talking about now Daily Mail can reveal viewers can indeed look forward to an at home with Meghan Markle experience as they learn about everything American Riviera Orchard. Just don't expect the home to be hers. And anyway, but this was how I imagined that William will be viewing the news. Like, what? What? After all the warnings that I sent to Meghan in the news, you mean that she is still moving forward with her plans to launch her business? How dare she? How very, very, very dare she? Oh dear. Anyway, do you think is the reaction of William to this news? Yep, you guessed it. Prince William and Princess Kate could feature on next Celebrity Bake Off. Hello! I thought you just said that royals, I thought you just said that royals don't do cooking shows. Since when did you even have GB News coming out to make your point for you? They said royal commentator blasts Meghan Markle for cooking shows. Since when did celebrity takeovers from experts? But Williams says here that he would like to feature, oh, well, he doesn't say he would like to really. I think this is the media projecting just because Harry and Meghan have uh, the Netflix show and it's going to be a cookery one. So William and Kate are likely, they imagine that William and Kate would likely feature in a cookery show as well. Don't William and Kate have kinging and princessing to do? Why are they tracking every move that Harry and Meghan make? Show me someone being ridiculous without showing me someone being ridiculous. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Don't they have work to do? They have work to do. Harry and Meghan have work to do. They are actually doing the work that they have to do. It's William and Kate that can't seem to focus on what they have to do. I mean, you anytime Harry and Meghan want to do something, you turn around and say, "No, royals don't do this." And then you want to jump in and do that yourself. Make it make sense. Anyway, this leading to the thing that caused the royal family to actually have the meltdown that they did, right? Just when we thought that Meghan's celebrity friends were done posting about Meghan's jam due to the attacks from the online haters, Chrissy Teigen posts Meghan jam and the tears fell, filled the river, as a matter of fact, because not just because the visuals were so good, it just made eating bread look so attractive, but because Chrissy Teigen posted this on Instagram where she has 42.6 million followers. And that was the impact that they just don't want the Sussexes to have. They are trying to shackle them by any means necessary. And they chose the right kind of people as well, because Chrissy Teigen and John Legend are not easy and they're very social media savvy. They've been through it all on social media. Their record is not altogether perfect, but it means that they're also tough. They're as tough as they need to be in alliance with Harry and Meghan. So I feel like it was a perfect fit. And Chrissy Teigen said Meghan Markle's jam is one of the best bites she's had all year. Here's what she made with it, right? And she showed the entire process of making the jam. It is one of the best things I have seen this year. Best kind of promotions I have seen this year. Lady Rose said, Hollywood loves Harry and Meghan. Trust me, all this nonsense happening in the UK isn't shown on our media. Oh, thank goodness for that. I am so happy to hear that. And the more they're trying to talk and complain and complain and complain, the eagle eyed people will note that Chrissy actually cross promoted Meghan's jam with her own cookware from her brand. Obviously, if she's going to be cooking, she's going to be cooking with her own products, right? So she's got her frying pan, which is actually one of the pans that she's selling on her website, Cravings by Chrissy Teigen. So when the derangers saw that actually this is a cross promotion, which means that it is of mutual benefit to Chrissy and Meghan. So no one is grifting after the other. The next complaint was, well, Meghan just wants to associate with celebrities, to which the Sussex Squad Detective Agency said, bam, bam. Meghan been knowing Chrissy Teigen for a long time. This is not a new relationship. They have known each other for the longest time. Right from, I think there is a video out there actually of um, Meghan and Chrissy Teigen being on Suits together. I think that's where they actually met. And you know how long ago that was? This is how you know people who know how to keep relationships like that. I just love that about Harry and Meghan because I'm always myself very community minded and I always love to keep long standing relationships. I treasure long standing relationships. So this is them playing that game and just going by what Megan is wearing, it seems like this is where she met Serena as well. So that complaint was completely debunked. And I just had to show you these photographs from Chrissy Teigen's lunch again. Look at her husband and her daughter licking the knife. That was the ultimate stamp of approval. When you have a young person licking the knife like that, you know the product is good. And John Legend even posted on Instagram. I think this was Twitter. Was this no, this is Instagram as well. He under the post that Chrissy Teigen made for American Riviera Orchard. He made and left a comment. He said that was a perfect bite. So stamp of approval from the legends, right? Question, guys, why is it that nowadays um when women get married, they are still known by their maiden names rather than as their married names. Because Chrissy Teigen is still, maybe it's because Chrissy Teigen's brand as a model is her maiden name. That's why she didn't change it. But it's just, they have been married for a long time. It's kind of curious to me that she's still being known as Chrissy Teigen rather than Chrissy Legend. Do you know what I mean? Why does that happen? Does anyone know? because it's the same thing with the Sussexes. Try as we might to impress or imprint the Duchess of Meghan into people's minds, she's still being called Meghan Markle. And same thing with Kate Middleton. But it wasn't the same for Lady Diana, who was Princess Diana Windsor. Hi, Connie Palmer. How are you doing? Hello, Sussex love. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah. Uh, I think I said so. No, Megan and Chrissy. What did I say? Did I say suits? Or it might have been that I said suits. I mean that Megan and Chrissy were on Deal or No Deal together. If I said suits, I apologize. What I meant to say was Chrissy and Megan were on Deal or No Deal together. Or are you talking about the game that uh, I just showed you the photos of? This one. Anyway, uh, they look. Chrissy's post literally broke the internet. American Riviera was trending alongside Chrissy Teigen and also Chris Jenner. Chris Jenner. But you know what I thought to myself when all of this was going on? Where is Wendy Williams when you need her? This is the time that we needed Wendy, and we needed Wendy to be on our side, not to be talking that um massa narrative. It's a shame that she's not feeling well enough to continue with her show, because it would have been brilliant. It would have been such a girl's moment for Megan to be supported by someone like Wendy Williams, who had a huge reach. I know she's not the only celebrity, but among the Black community, I believe that Wendy Williams had a great voice, and it would have been so lovely for Wendy to assist, promote, collaborate with Megan and just support her brand. How are you doing? Yeah, we miss Wendy, right? Yeah. Oh, anyway, before we plunge into the depths, if you're new around here, consider this your exclusive invite to join our thriving community. Here on this platform, we dissect headlines, decode the news, and if warranted, mobilize action. We have a huge and active community on this channel. So, whether you're craving insightful analysis or itching to participate, you have found your digital home for news about Harry and Meghan. And to our seasoned viewers, welcome back. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Guys, you know we pour hours into researching this content, and your support fuels our passion. So remember, the only currency we ask for the invaluable content that you enjoy is a click subscribe to this. Hit the like button if you haven't done so already. For new people who have never been here before, for people who have been here before who have not subscribed, and for my returning subscribers, please go ahead, subscribe, like, and drop a comment as it fits your current status on this channel. To all my dedicated subscribers, a colossal thank you for your unwavering support. You are indeed the heartbeat of this community, and I am endlessly grateful for your attention, for taking time out of your day to be here. Thank you also to the people who have joined the membership of this channel. Thank you so much. I am so grateful. Marcia, thank you so much for your super sticker. Did you intend to send a super sticker or did you want to join the membership of the channel? We have a membership now. We've done that while you were away. So join the membership of the channel. It is endlessly open, but we haven't started uploading exclusive content yet, but we will do in the next couple of weeks. So get in while you can. Okay. Um, sorry. Connie Balmer says Wendy made fun of Meghan. She's not a nice woman in my books. Yeah, that's why I said it would have been lovely if Wendy was around and she was on our side because she had a voice and she had her moments of where she could be sound compassionate over things that she cared to be compassionate about. And if she had decided that she wanted to be compassionate about Megan, she could have decided to do so. But I feel like Wendy William, whatever it is, what's the word? Cartel that goes on behind the scenes where groups of networks have to have a certain narrative. I feel like Wendy Williams was part of that narrative for the right wing media while also discussing Black topics. It's just like she was wearing the mask on behalf of the right wing media because on certain topics where you expect her to support her own, she takes an alternative view in the name of taking a corporate or progressive stance, which we all know is BS, right? That's she's only saying what the higher ups want her to say. Yeah, but it would have been lovely if Wendy was around and she did support Megan. uh, Yeah, Wendy's down. But Wendy went to bed on our side because Wendy, when Megan had cried her interview, Wendy said, "Don't nobody feel sorry for you." Yeah, well, look where and Wendy ended up, right? Mm. Marsha says Wendy was nasty talking about Megan and told Harry not to marry her. Wendy got very nasty towards other Black women, especially ones who were in love and in successful relationships. I have forgiven her. Me too. After the mess she went through, I have completely forgiven her. But that doesn't mean to say that I didn't take note of her position. That's why I said it would be great if she was on our side. It would have been just a very lovely girls' moment because Megan has everything that Wendy wanted. She just wanted to her husband to love her. And then he went off joining the freaky side of Hollywood, leaving Wendy behind. I think that was her biggest gripe. Anderson said, I have not forgotten. When Megan was in near tears in Africa during the interview, the next day, Wendy Williams said she did not feel sorry for Megan. I have not forgotten. Look where she is now. Uh, you think Wendy Williams did not like Black women or supporters? Really? Hmm, perhaps so. Perhaps so. Mm. Anyway, let's move on. So, Chris Jenner also posted about the jam, although her post wasn't as dramatic as Chrissy Teigen's one, but it made an impact nonetheless because Chris Jenner, I believe she has 32.6 million followers on Instagram. Let me just verify that one moment. Chris Jenner. Were you guys surprised to see that Chris Jenner posted Megan's Jam? No, she's actually got more followers than Chrissy Teigen. She's got 52.5 million followers, while Chrissy Teigen has 42 point something followers. 42 point something million followers. So combined, Megan's Jam has been shared with over 90 million followers, which is a great reach in all. But I just didn't really. I love the fact that she posted it. I think she was hoping for a mutual collaboration with Megan herself. But have you guys noticed that Megan herself has not been seen in a photograph with Kris Jenner or Kim? And what about the lazy way that she posted the jam? She just put it out there in the basket and that's it. I think Chrissy Teigen raised the bar because I was no longer satisfied with just seeing the basket. I wanted her to be more dynamic with it. Mm. Joanne Baker says Chris Jenner's post was bland. Chris is an acquaintance of Doria. Anyway, I kept expecting to hear something from Angela Levin, but I think after she got bruised from the last time that she said had something to say about Megan's Jam, she sat this one out. She's gone into hiding for the moment. I fully expect that she's waiting for the controversy to blow over so that she will come back and continue her negative diatribe about Harry and Meghan. And with the successes getting all this attention, the royal family could not take it anymore. They couldn't take it. They couldn't take it. They could not take it. After all, they created jam. So what are you talking about? They said we also have jam and we want to be part of the conversation. We are the king and the queen. After all, we are talking about my son. Guy, if it wasn't so grotesque, it would be funny. Can you imagine the king and his wife, the queen, are competing with his son's wife in the news for attention? Crystal says, great pick of line 11. Those were the right lips needed for her picture. Mm. I mean, Kim got her start from an ex tape, but Chris is popular or famous and has a following. Megan knows she's a good businesswoman, but I don't believe she would pick her or King to be a buddy. I think so. I think so. I think so. I think you're right. So they got their pals in the news, in the media, to write about their own jam as well. Days after Meghan Markle teases her American brand of strawberry jam, Buckingham Palace posts ad for strawberry preserves. And they did an Instagram post imitating Chrissy Teigen's post, right? 4 ways with our strawberry preserve. Then they put this, I think, what's this? Muffins and toast. And then there's this ongoing, never ending argument about scones, right? Whether when you are putting condiments on scones, do you put is it cream first or do you put the jam first on scones? It's been a never ending argument, just like the jollof rice argument between Nigeria and Ghana, which is never ending, right? So the scone argument is never ending because there's some people say, outrageous, that is an abomination. How can you put the cream first before the jam? And some people say, ew, how can you put jam first before the cream? Never ending. It is a totally British argument. But yeah, copying Chrissy Teigen's ad, they too came out with their own. This is it right here. This is it right here. Isilda Pastley, Wheezy, that woman, Wendy Williams, she would give a negative review of Megan Jelly. I think maybe I just wish that she wouldn't. Maybe I wish that she was on our side because as a person, I really liked the Wendy Williams show until she said that negative thing about Megan. And I liked her when she was started in radio. So I'm always sad when I see black women talking negative about other black women. Actually, which brings me, did you guys listen to the Shannon Sharp interview with Amanda Seals? I think that when Amanda Seals was talking, I totally identified with where she was coming from because I find myself feeling on the same emotional wavelength with her when she says, I don't understand why people don't like me. I am trying to bring community together. I never say what I say with the wrongest of intentions. And um, oh, I'm going to do a review of that interview just because it resonated so deeply with me. But yeah, Amanda Seales was on Shannon Sharp's YouTube channel yesterday talking about there was this should I say scandal? And she went viral because she was being thrown out of a black Hollywood party, and people were trying to start a smear campaign against her, which was beginning to affect her work. And so she went on to Shannon Sharp's podcast and she cleared the air. She was basically talking about code switching and what people have to do in order to remain in a job, and how most of the time it's the black people in positions of power who even do more damage. Fatima says, guys, my mouth is elevating. Sussex Lord says, maybe after everything she's been through, maybe her eyes are more open than our heart is more clear. Let us pray. Yeah, we'll pray for her. Um, s- Lady Rose, you're the expert in this area, actually. Um, First of all, I should ask you whether you know. Do you know the Shannon Sharp podcast on YouTube? And did you listen to the Amanda Seals interview yesterday? While you're typing that, I will read your comment. Sussex Love. Oh, this is not for me. Lady Rose says, I never watched the video. Okay. Is there any way that I can plead with you to watch it? Because I'm going to do a review of the interview, and there's something she was talking about which I think is not talked about enough. Um, when I looked at her, I saw when I listened to her, I understood her a lot better, and I love the way she had to be determined to actually stay in that interview, because I think that Shannon Sharp, he sounded like he didn't understand what she was talking about. And on deeper reflection, it was almost like I was going to dismiss it and just say he was rude, but actually, on deeper reflection, I realized that it's the gender thing also that disrupted their initial understanding of each other, because he was talking to her and thinking about it from the logical and point of view, while she was talking to him from a woman's perspective. And I feel like when the interview first began, they had kind of like a gender clash. Gloria says he was dismissive, rude. Yeah, that was what I thought initially. I'm a YouTuber out in the streets, so I'm trying to be a bit diplomatic. I'm trying to be a bit diplomatic, but she carried the emotional weight of the interview. Don't you agree? And he didn't actually have the intellectual depth to have the conversation, to understand the nuances in what she was talking about. Like, everyone feels like because they're black they can discuss the civil rights movement and the nuances of that. And Amanda was taking him to school yesterday. She took him through kindergarten, primary school, and secondary school. Right. So, anyway, they had page six also writing about it. As we all know, page six is Murdoch's baby, and they ran the headline saying Buckingham Palace promotes their strawberry preserve days after Meghan Markle releases line of jam. So Meghan is not relevant, but you're using her name to promote your jam. Okay. Meanwhile, GB News reports it as Buckingham Palace takes sly dig at Meghan Markle with epic advert. GB News, which is losing revenue and staff by the day, is talking about Buckingham Palace taking sly dig at Meghan Markle. It seems like they haven't cured their content problem. They keep pushing out hate and hate rhetoric all the time, and they don't seem to realize that that is the problem that they're having on their channel. Crystal Scott says, I can't stand a black woman down either. Okay, you're talking to Sussex Love. Hi, Little Mac. Hi, how are you doing? Sussex Love says he didn't have the empathy. It's like he was saying, you're supposed to be a strong black woman. You complaining. Exactly. Exactly. Why are you not stronger than that? But I feel like a lot of her problems uh, come from she identifies as being autistic. Um, and I think she's an introverted type of personality where she is conscious mainly of what she thinks in her head, but not so conscious of what is happening around her. And that disrupts her interpretation of events and how she responds to them. And so I think, and also she's mentioned the fact that her father abandoned her when she was young, which means that she didn't grow up with a dad, which means she had daddy issues. So that may have its own impact on how she relates with the world. But I love for her the fact that she mentions that she had sought therapy because she was finding it difficult to manage herself as she elevated, which is one of the things that I think black a lot of black women struggle with, because they have to go into corporate environments and they cannot necessarily be their authentic selves in that environment. As with everybody who has to deal with corporate environments. Who is this person? I'm talking about Amanda Seals' interview with Shannon Sharp yesterday. Uh, Crystal Scott says Wendy was hateful and way too messy. I don't know about, maybe I just like mess, but anyway, so yeah, the British royal family jumps on the Meghan effect jam jar hunt. And of course, because the Sussexes were getting good press, then they had to revive the bullying allegations. So GB News says in Buckingham Palace, there's a big safe, and inside that safe is the equivalent of an unexploded bomb. Michael Cole says the king possesses a tranche of documents collected when accusations of bullying were made against Meghan Markle were investigated that remain under lock and key. Now, I saw this earlier in the week and I deliberately refused to talk about it because in fact, you know what? I am inspired to start a spreadsheet the same way the Derangers started a spreadsheet for the recipients of Megan's Jam. I am going to start a spreadsheet for the topics on the Royal Rota's content planner, because if they're not talking about polls, then they are talking about the Sussex children, then they're talking about when is Harry coming to the UK. And when they see that Harry and Meghan are doing anything business wise and they're making great strides with it, then they bring up the bullying allegations once more, just as they have done now. And I know a lot of you know about the sequence events since Harry and Meghan left the royal family. But for those who are just joining the conversation, right? Harry discussed these bullying allegations in his book, Spare, when he said Meg was apparently a bully. That was the latest vicious campaign they'd helped orchestrate. It was so shocking, so egregious that even after Meg and I demolished their lie with a 25-page evidence filled report to human resources, I was going to have trouble simply shrugging that one off. Okay. As a matter of fact, when the investigation was done, Meghan had wanted them to release the findings of the investigation so that they could tackle the issue, but they refused to do so. Look at this report, which says now Harry and Meghan have shared their feelings with friends about the reports being kept under wraps. According to an E News source who is close to the couple, the Sussexes are disappointed that the investigation's findings won't be released. And at the time, Meghan released a statement in respect of the bullying allegations. So, in order not to give this vile story too much oxygen, I'm not going to do a deep dive into it yet. I'm going to wait until the full allegations come out, if it does ever come out. And then we'll talk about it in full then. Until that time, we will just acknowledge that this is something that the media used to hit Harry and Meghan over the head with when they see that they're making progress. Yeah. So the British media has two storylines: the bullying allegations and Harry is unhappy and wants to come back home. Both are lies. Charles has two pen incidents. Show you who is the real bully. Yeah. A couple has four choices when they are married: keep their names, combine both names, choose an entirely different name. The man can take the wife's name. Yeah, Google. Really? You got this from Google? Okay. You learn something new every day. Yes, start a spreadsheet on how many jams Charles sent out and who he sent them to. No, I'm not even interested in Charles's jam. I'm interested in the allegations because in the forefront. Yeah, sorry, I did correct myself as someone pointed out my error to me earlier. You will get to it if you're listening to it on replay. Thank you for that, though. Appreciate it. Little Max says, I'm not a fan of Wendy, but I feel so sometimes people who hurt others in return. Yeah, I think so. I think that she's one of those who had to make those serious compromises when she got to the level that she did. Before things completely broke down, she was said to have had a net worth of, was it $60 million or so? So, Sharon S says Charles sent out Jam. No, he's done a full advert for Jam on the royal family Instagram page. Here it is, the same way Chrissy Teigen did, and they got the media to report about it as well. Uh, so you up to date. Anyway, one of the royal rodents has corrected somebody else, which means that they were fighting among themselves. When the bullying allegations first came out, Valentine Lowe, who is one of the royal rodents, says, this is misleading nonsense. The former staff members did not make the bullying allegation. Jason Nuff did. And who is Jason Nuff? He is the one who was providing evidence to the court against Meghan. So go figure. Anyway, this just tells us that we need to remain ready and build ourselves up as we go along. So, guys, let's move along to the Spotlight Thursday section of this evening's live stream. And this evening, I just saw on Twitter that the Invictus Games Nigeria now has their own YouTube page. Can I get us to go ahead to join the Invictus Games to subscribe to their channel? I have just dropped the link to their channel in the chat. Please, let's get them up to 1,000 subscribers as quickly as possible, because you can just imagine, I can imagine that they will need every penny that they can get to Invictus 2025. Okay. I am just going to pin the link to the top of the chat so that you can go over there and follow the Invictus Games Nigeria YouTube channel. It's really just started, and I think that they are preparing for the 2025 games. But let's see how quickly we can get them to 1,000 subscribers. I mean, if we say that we are indeed squaddies, then we need to support all things Harry and Meghan. And it is to their advantage if the Nigerian team are able to attend the 2025 games, and if they can start earning and generating income from YouTube as quickly as possible, then it makes the journey easier for them. I haven't spoken to them, so this is not sponsored, by the way. I had someone send me a message, or a couple of people actually, and ask me whether when I do these spotlights, whether they are sponsored. And the answer to that is no. No. I am collaborating with a couple of people like Love Wins Movement and Lady Rose on YouTube, but I'm not collaborating with the Invictus Games YouTube channel. Let's get them up to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. I'm going to keep turning the spotlight on them until they get to 1,000 subscribers, just because that would be an achievement to get them to 1,000 subscribers. Okay. Okay, let's keep it going. They were at 64 subscribers. We've already had 13 people subscribe to their YouTube channel. Let's keep it going, please. Go ahead, subscribe to the Nigerian team YouTube channel, the Invictus Games Nigeria YouTube channel, please. Please. Let's get it done. We can do this. We can do this. Okay. Sharon Augustine says, I subscribed. Marsha says, I subscribe. Thank you guys very much. Thank you so much. Lovely. I love that they have started sharing content on there. I love it. And the sooner they get to 1,000 subscribers, the sooner they start generating income, which will no doubt assist their efforts at getting to Vancouver Whistler 2025. Okay. Let's continue. The next channel I'm going to turn a spotlight on is Lady Rose's channel. If you haven't already subscribed, you do not know what you are missing. On Lady Rose's channel, she has, as at the time that I was creating this presentation, 1,508 1,580 odd subscribers. So she's already got 1,000 subscribers, but she's got 1,000 subscribers with various interests. So what we want to do is to get her up to 1,000 subscribers on Harry and Meghan's content so that when she creates videos, she's got great views on her videos so that she can get monetized as soon as possible. So if you haven't already subscribed to Lady Rose's YouTube channel, please go ahead to subscribe. She is an ardent supporter of my channel over here, and she is a wonderful ball of energy, and she brings the content on a steady basis. So let me put the link to her channel in the comment section. Okay, you never watched any of her content. Oh, are you talking about Wendy? Okay. I just dropped the link to Lady Rose's channel in the chat. Please go ahead to subscribe to Lady Rose's channel. What she needs is to get her subscribers she needs to get her subscribers to 2,500 subscribers. In that way, we are absolutely certain that the subscribers are consuming Harry and Meghan content on her channel. She also discusses other things, like the latest video on her channel is a house hunt channel. She is currently looking for a new home. So she takes us along on the journey as she looks for the new home. And so you can enjoy those with her if you're into house hunting videos. But even if you're not into house hunting videos, it's more about enjoying her personality because she has a fantastic one. So let's support a squaddy in her endeavor so that we have this money to buy Meghan's content when it finally comes out on American Riviera Orchard. Okay. Lady Rose is currently in the chat watching and this video today. So if you want to say hello, please go ahead to do so. Okay. The next person we have got on our spotlight is Love Wins Movement. Love Wins has a very sophisticated way of sharing her content on YouTube. I love how she presents her videos. So if you haven't followed her channel before, please go ahead to follow the Love Wins movement. Let me see. Love Wins movement. I just dropped the link to the Love Wins movement in the chat. Hold on. I've done it twice. Let me see. Let me try again. Goodness me. A lot of people already know Love Wins movement, right? You can see that she's got 926 subscribers. She is almost there, guys. She is almost at 1,000 subscribers. Yeah. Sussex Love says, I am subscribed to Love Wins movement. I like her style as well. Yep. She is such a classy lady. I love it. She discusses Harry and mainly Harry and Meghan content, and she's also very big on community, and she's collaborating with me on YouTube, supporting my channel, sharing my videos. I just feel so very lucky because I've just come in contact with some lovely women like Lady Rose, Love Wind Movement, House of Sussex, and all the people in the Sussex squad who are supporting my channel. Like, who knew? When I started my membership, I didn't know anyone would even buy the membership, join the membership, right? And then I was very shocked to just wake up the next day after announced I announced it, and so many people had joined. Still need more. The goal is to have at least 200 people in the membership, right? So there are two levels in the membership, one for 4.99 and one for 12.99. And if you go to join the membership, you will see all the perks associated with each member level of membership. So there's a lot of space left for other people to join the membership. So I would entreat you, if you haven't already joined, please go ahead, join membership so that we can do more for Harry and Meghan. House of Sussex, I don't know. Drop the link. Okay. Let me just get the link for House of Sussex as well. The link for House of Sussex is in the chat. She currently has 586 subscribers, and she makes lovely content as well on YouTube. Yeah. So guys, that's all I have for this lovely Thursday. Are you guys ready for the quiz on Saturday? We are currently on episode 8 of Archetypes. The one titled, let me see. Let me see. We are currently on episode 8 of Archetypes. And the next one is going to be a very interesting one. Oh, let me see. Um, I'm just checking online for. I'm just checking online for the archetypes, the title of the next archetypes. I had it written down somewhere. Just a moment. Uno momento. And the next one is going to be the one she did with Sophie Gregor Trudeau, Pamela Adlon, and Sam J. Good wife, bad wife, good mom, bad mom. And I think that one is one that can resonate with a lot of people because we've all been in that situation, right? Where we are dealing with the pressures of being a wife and being a mom. Um, I think that after we run the stretch of the archetypes, what's going to happen is that I would do a season of I want to call it Black Girl Check-in because I saw something like that on Twitter, and it was really nice because a lot of people were coming in to say how they were doing and what the issues were with them, with their lives, and so on. So we could do that for a bit if you're open to that. And if you have particular issues which you are happy to share, then somebody else in the audience could give you advice on your particular issue. I'm 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock. I almost said 11 o'clock ish, but no, it's 11 o'clock. I'm really striving to be on time every time. Lady Rose says, I'm very ready for Saturday. I'll cheat. Oh my goodness. No cheating allowed. No cheating allowed. And after we have done, I think, the same number of Black Girl check in, I don't know whether that is the appropriate name for what I want to call it, but that's what I kind of have in mind. Just check in with everyone and see what's going on. And we have a lot of women with experience in the audience who can give advice on the various issues that we're having. So if you would like to share um, anonymously what's going on with you, whether it's good or bad, and then we can all make commentary on your situation. Sort of like a masterclass for the Black woman who doesn't have other people to share their issues with. Let me see. You should always say Central Time or Pacific Time. You are correct. You are absolutely correct. That would be if I know what Central Time or Pacific Time is. So, what I usually say is 11 p.m. UK time. At least I know what UK time is. uh, Gwen says, I will re listen. Okay. Oh no, you will miss the podcast. Have to work. Are you sure? Okay, guys, so if you haven't already done so, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. As you can see, we bring it all on this channel, the news, the laughs, and some serious action as well. I am aiming for 4,000 subscribers. We're a bit of a way there, but we still got a long way to go. So let's dig in and hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the like button and drop a comment if you care. And don't forget to have a listen of the podcasts of Archetypes by Meghan podcasts, which we will be doing a quiz on Saturday, 11 p.m. UK time. Thank you, Lottie. Lottie says, I'm so proud of you for helping to promote these channels. Thank you, Lottie. I was helped a lot by you guys. I was inspired by you guys to do that. So definitely paying it forward is beneficial to me. I just love it. I also love the way the UK is having a meltdown just because of jam. So what can I say? I love the wise things and the messy things as well. Thank you to everyone who has also been participating in the polls which I've been running on my community page. If you haven't gone ahead to have a look at them, please go through. It just makes me it just gives me an opportunity to understand the content that will best serve the community on here. rather than annoying you with irrelevant things like bringing up Wendy Williams. All right, lovelies. Thank you all so much for being here. And I am going to be signing out now. Thanks a lot. This is Wheezy signing out. Bye. Bye. Bye.